everybody, my name is Brian and I'm basically just a racing fan. And I know that we fans are so much more than that, but unfortunately in a lot of ways that's kind of the way the industry sees us a lot of ways, is basically as nothing more than just a fan and somebody that will always be there. And of course that's a little bit of an argument sometimes for another day. But as a fan, I am also keenly aware of everything that's going on in the sport and the troubles that the sport is facing right now, both in public perception as well as the desire to get this national legislation passed in order to provide for uniform medication rules. And I realize one of the big holdups in that is Lasix. And no matter where you fall on the debate, whether for Lasix, against Lasix, well, it should only be used in certain situations. The other thing that I have noticed is that obviously the Water-Hay Oats alliance that is out there and has garnered tons and tons of people in the industry, and big names in the industry too, who have signed on to this and wanting basically to run drug-free. I'm putting kind of a challenge out to them and to the tracks. And this is something maybe that the fans would like to see as well, and that is this. Saying that you are for something and doing something are two different things. And I realize everybody's playing by the same rules right now, and then the argument is that you can't run off Lasix because then you're at a competitive disadvantage. Look, I get that. And in some ways I agree with what they're saying. But here's what I am challenging some of these tracks to do, and to the Water-Hay Oats Alliance as well members, for them to do. And that is this. It is called the Drug-Free Daily Double. That's right. I am asking tracks in their condition books to basically write 2 races that maybe happen every couple of weeks or, however long you want to space them apart, and make it a true drug-free daily double, where a condition of those races is you run off Lasix. Shouldn't be that hard to do, and it shouldn't be hard to fill those races if we've got so many people that are part of this Water-Hay Oats Alliance that want to run drug-free. Here's your opportunity to do it. Here is your opportunity for those tracks to write races and for you guys to put your horses where your mouths are, and saying that you are going to run these races drug-free. And I realize the other concern everybody has, well, what if they make them claiming races and they just take my horses away? Fine. Make them allowance optional claiming events, make them starter handicaps, make them anything so these people won't lose their horses. But go out and let's see if we can do this. It should not be that hard to do this and prove what you've been saying all along by signing on to this alliance. That you can run drug-free, make it work, and really, ideally, what you'd want to do is have every single one of those horses scoped after the race to prove that they're not bleeding as much as everybody seems to claim they are, because we don't have studies in the US that are large enough to really prove things one way or the other. So that is my challenge to the racing industry, is to get these drug-free daily doubles. So who's going to step up? Who's going to be the first one to do it? I realize they tried to do it a little bit in Kentucky, and I guess the state maybe shot that down. Alright, look at New York, look at Gulfstream, look at Santa Anita. These are the tracks I'm looking at, folks. All of you out there who know you can write these races and know that this would go a long way toward changing public perception in the sport. So who's going to do it? Who's going to be the one to stand up and make the change that everybody wants to see? The federal legislation is nice, but we've got to do stuff more now to prove that we can make it work. So get out there and let's see if we can get these drug-free daily doubles with huge bonuses or something attached to them to work out for the racing industry. Who's going to step up?